What kind of things can be foraged in the winter? Well, we're going to find out. Come with me as we take a nice foraging walk in the deep snow out in the backyard. Foraging with the dog in the snow is probably a really bad idea. He keeps pulling, and the snow's pretty deep. I've got my snowshoes on, but I want to see what kind of things are out in the woods. There's a lot of deer tracks all through here. There are things that I know that I can forage out here in the winter. In particular, what I'm looking for today is pine needles or branches of pine and cedar. There's a cedar tree right there. There's some that are closer, that I can reach closer to the ground. We are going to continue. This is chaga. It's like a mushroom type of a thing. It's a parasitic. It's a parasite. It grows on the side of yellow and white birches. It's quite rare, but I have a lot of birch trees out here in my woods. I'm not going to harvest anything off of this because I've already harvested it, and I was hoping that the chaga would grow some more. So I kind of just leave it. Eventually the chaga will kill the tree. I think if you, when you harvest chaga, if you don't take the entire chunk of it, it will continue to grow back, and that's kind of what I'm doing. So I come out and check it every year or so. I wasn't sure how far out this tree was. That wasn't too bad of a walk. I mean, we just came through here. I don't really want to forage out in this area too much because in the summer it's swamp. So I don't, other than the cedar trees, which I know I have a ton of white cedar on my property, and I don't even have to come out this far to get them. And I have white pine. And those are what I'm specifically looking to get today. I wanted to see what other kinds of things are out sticking up above the snow. But I don't necessarily want to forage on this side of the property because of the swampy area. Nothing that I'm looking for or am hoping to see above the snow, such as like rose. I want to see if there's any wild roses out here, but not out in this area on the other side of my property where there's less swamp. But I wanted to check the chaga tree and see how it was doing. I had this property logged several years ago, so there's a lot of decently cleared trails through here still, and so it makes it a little easier to get through here. The snow is pretty deep though. It's hard to tell, but it's over a foot deep. I've got my snowshoes on. The dog is just wading through the snow, which is going to be fantastic because he's going to be tired. I'm going to be tired too. I've got these nice shears, and I'm just snipping off pieces of the branches, putting them in a gallon bag. I brought several gallon bags with me. I think hopefully this will come out. This gallon bag is pretty much almost full of cedar, and I think that's going to be all I need of the cedar. What I'm wanting to use the cedar for is possibly to make some tea with. You can use it in tea. It's got a lot of vitamin C content, and I want to make a vinegar. I want to make a vinegar with pine and cedar. What's in there? Okay, my next stop is white pine. We have a lot of those here on this property. I have been informed that some pines, other places are toxic, and to be careful what kind of pine you get. So, yeah, heed that. This is wet down here. I don't know if we can cross. Right down there where it's super dark, right down there, it's visibly wet. There's a stream that runs behind the property, behind the house. We're gonna have to go back up this hill and down the other way. There's a little spot there where an animal has been bedding down. So quiet. I think he's a little tired out now, but I'm sure in 2 seconds he could be ready to run, run, run. I gotta watch the cars go down the road. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us today while we walked through the woods and foraged. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.